Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to this. This is your KocoSports WWE United Kingdom Championship Tournament Night 1 recap and review show. I'm your host, LK, the man working harder than a Pensacola stripper from KocoSports.net. That site's properly relaunching tomorrow night, so expect great content on that website as well as this YouTube channel going forward. So, the WWE UK Championship Night 1 aired on the WWE Network, finished around about 4 hours. I apologize, I didn't go live straight after. However, I did fall asleep because I was running on 2 hours kip. So I did take my notes as per usual. I'm going to break down this show. Internet infantry, if you are watching live, please put in the comments to give this show a win, loss, or tie, and give me your thoughts, comments, and queries about this show, and you'll have them read live at the end once I finished breaking this bad boy down. So without wasting enough time, we'll get down straight to it. So the show started off with a blackout. Well, there was a good video package highlighting WWE in the UK, British Bulldog defeating Bret Hart at SummerSlam, all this and that. It was cool. It was WWE, so production quality was great. And the show started off with a blackout. So Triple H comes out. He does his usual, "Are you ready?" The title belt then is in the ring. It cuts to commentators Michael Cole and Nigel McGuinness. Now, I'm going to talk about the commentary, because normally when I come on here and I talk about WWE, I normally tend to slant, bash, crash and mash the commentary. Nigel McGuinness was as great as he always has been. I've always talked about when Steve Corino left Ring of Honor this past December, I was the one saying, look, I'm pumped because Nigel McGuinness gets to be on commentary. Nigel McGuinness coming over to WWE now, he did a very good job and I was very impressed. And Michael Cole was a very good wrestling commentator. Very good. He helped the show. Michael Cole proved tonight that he can commentate a wrestling match. He proved that, like always, Vince ruins everything. Vince ruins creative. Vince ruins writing. Vince ruins fucking creative writing, everything under the sun. Not only that, but he destroys commentary. Now, so I have this. So Cole does a great job here without Vince there. How would he do if Vince was gone on Monday Night Raw? Would he be the same goofy self? Does this mean Byron Saxton, who I hate with a passion, does this mean his goofiness is because he's being told to do that by Vince? So is Byron Saxton a good commentator in real life? Probably not. But if you would have told me Michael Cole in 2017 would stand out as a really big win part of the show, I would laugh and spit in your face, because Michael Cole was really good here, and it is proof that Vince McMahon overproduces Monday Night Raw, and here is proof. I loved how there was a 15-minute time limit throughout the whole show. That made it feel like a proper sport, and the venue in Blackpool, England was gorgeous. The crowd were red hot for the majority of the show, as always with the UK fans. Now, I don't know if we're getting a weekly UK series, but enough of this. We'll get to this right at the end of the show. So our opening match is Trent Seven versus HC Dyer. I was watching this about 8 p.m., which is 8 in the evening, UK time, and I was watching with my girlfriend. She was doing college and university shit whilst I was watching this, and her first comment of the night was, "That man's fat," regarding Trent Seven. So if you want to send any hate mail, send to lksgirlfriend@gmail.com. I, on the other hand, admire this man. Dyer, when he came out, he surprised me with how athletic he is. His promo before every match, there was a promo. And some of these were hit, some of them were misses. And H.C. Dyer was the one that stood out when he was talking about, he's being very cocky and very arrogant. And I always talk about this a lot on where it comes to the matches, the promos, and everything. And this is a big, big one for me. Believability. If I don't believe what you're saying, I'm not going to care about you emotionally. I think that H.C. Dyer really needs to work on that, because when he was cutting his promo, even though his content and context was great, I didn't believe what he was saying. And that was a problem with half of them. I didn't really believe, like, when they were saying, like, oh, yeah, I have brawls and bar fight brawls. I need to believe you. Say it with conviction. Say it with passion. Put yourself in that character and say it. Trent, he's mega over with the crowd. Mustache melting. HC hits a nice transition into a blue thunderbomb for 2. Trent then hits a 7 stars lariat to get the win. Dyer, I was impressed. In defeat, I've never seen HC Dyer before. Obviously, Trent I've seen in the ICW. I saw him in November live at Southampton at the Garage. 2.25 star, great way to start off the show. The crowd were red hot. Okay, and I didn't give win-loss a tie, and I give the show a weak win. Okay, a very weak win, because the concept was brilliant. And then we have another first round match, 15-minute time limit, Danny Burch versus Jordan Devlin. I love how the commentators during this match in particular were plugging IPW UK, OTT Wrestling. We were talking about how the WWE UK tournament, and I'm going to touch on this later after I've broke this down in full, because me and Rastin ranted on our Roadblock or Armageddon review, what the fuck that pay-per-view was called. We discussed how dangerous this is for the wrestling industry. You know, having a WUK, have a W Belgium, W Hong Kong, W Gandhi's penis. You know, having a different W in all countries. But if they're going over there and actually promoting these guys, because on the network there was loads of clips from Progress, OTT, ICW, like all these companies. Now a WWE fan who's watching that at home is typing those companies into Google and maybe buying their on demand, buying tickets, buying merch if they like what they see. This could really help the UK scene, but at that same time, if you take all the talent from the Progress, all the talent from the ICW, all the talent from even What Culture, you know, they won't have anyone to promote. And it's dangerous, but at the same time, there is a silver lighting at the end of the tunnel. And I just pray that we'll be able to reach and grab that, but we'll just have to wait and see how they've done. Danny Burch, I'm a big fan of him. I literally, it was really strange, 6 days ago, I reviewed a match of him in for Full Impact Pro Everything Burns. So if you haven't watched that, go back and watch it. I reviewed the Flow Slam show. I apologize, I didn't review Shine yesterday. I always review the Flow Slam shows live after the air. However, I took a night off yesterday. I just really needed a Friday night where I can just play some games, have some alcoholic beverages. So that's what I did. And I really enjoyed it. I played Battlefield on the PlayStation 4 and I had a really, really great time. Devlin, Baylor's prodigy / trainee, seems very green. He got just a shit Finn Balor-chan as expected. You shouldn't in England put something like that because you know that this guy's going to get stick for it. Burch hit a really nice lariat for 2. Burch hit a knee plus a headbutt plus crossface, but Devlin gets to the ropes. Devlin hits a discus kick to the head. Burch has a gaping hole in the back of his head, just spewing out blood, and it's disgraceful. And he goes for the cover. 1, 2. Burch actually kicked out, but the referee hit the 3 due to the amount of blood, obviously. But it burns the question: was this meant to be? Like, was Devlin meant to go over? I don't know. And post-match, Devlin super kicks the bloody Burch. I enjoyed it. It was a 2-star match. The match itself wasn't very good, but I think the element of blood helped this a lot. If it wasn't for the blood, it would just been a standard, star and a half kind of match. So the blood helped. The hole in his head was really bad. I'm shocked the referee didn't stop it. So that's obviously why he went 1, 2, 3. But that kick to the head was what did it. I don't know if he had something sharp in his boot or if when he bumped, there was a bit of board sticking up. I have no idea, but the blood was spewing and it was spewing fast. So Danny Burch is out of the tournament and Jordan Devlin advances. I see nothing in that guy, not even I see potential. His look, when I look at him, I want to punch him in the face. And if you can do that properly, like TJ, I'm going for a fucking pee. Okay, or TJ Perkins, as most people like to call him. He's so arrogant when he comes out, fuck off. Turn that heel. Turn him heel. If he stays heel, he carries on being a dick, he could be big money as a heel. And then we have another first round match. Sam Gradwell versus Saxon Huxley. This is Gradwell's hometown. Not that you would know it by the crowd. Hawkley has Let's Go Jesus. Fuck him up. Fuck him up. I don't want to use the Lord's name in vain. We don't know who's watching this. I'm very respectful, unlike this crowd here. It was very funny. Okay, and I don't want to... I never sugarcoat things, but when it comes to religion, I always cut it back. It was funny, it was entertaining, and it was the story of the match. Okay, no one gave a fuck about this match. I didn't know who these people were. Huxley hit a nice butterfly back break, which was good, and Bradwell hits a diving headbutt to get the win. It was all right. The crowd saved this, 1.25 star kind of thing. Nothing really worth going out of your way to see. Then we have Pete Dunne, many people's favorites, versus Roy Johnson. Now, here's an interesting one. I remember I told you I was watching my girlfriend. I'm the most out-of-touch person alive, okay? There is no one in this country more out of touch than me. And Johnson is talking about getting wavy. And I turned to my guy, I said, what does this mean? And then her initial reaction was that it might mean getting high, as in the weed gimmick. Now... maybe the American toilets, Triple H and Regal, they don't know what that means. But from what I gathered, his gimmick is being high. Both from Progress, done the majority of the match, works the right wrist. I loved how he took the glove off and went, I really, really did enjoy that. Dunn catches Johnson in midair with a really nice form. He literally just stood there and it's really fucking awesome. He makes it look so easy. And then he hit a pump handle flatliner to get the win. Dunn is a favorite to win this tournament. A star and a half, 2-star match, an extended squash. Johnson didn't really get over, unlike HC Dyer in the opener, but that's not Pete Dunne's fault. It was okay. I did enjoy it. Nothing to write home about. Then we had this show. Before I break down, like, I'm not giving high rating because this show, night one, was all about one thing: introducing these talents, their signature moves, their finishing moves, and their characters to the WWE universe. Vince McMahon just cummed in his pants after that saying. And they did that. You know, there was no 5-star match like the Cruiserweight Classic. But if you take your mind back to the Cruiserweight Classic, the first round was really just establishing the talent. I think tomorrow's show is going to be a ballbuster, and I'm mega fucking pumped. And the review will be pretty much at the same time as this. It's just I'm at work till 11 p.m. for fucking God's sake, which means, apologies for crying out loud, which will mean I will not be able to come on here live after it airs again. And I try my hardest, guys. It's just my schedule allows me to go live after American shows, not English. It's kind of ironic. And I can go live at 4 a.m. live after Monday Night Raw, but I can't go live after the air at 11 p.m. Isn't that ironic? Then we go on. We have Wolfgang versus Tyson T-Bone. Tyson T-Bone's gimmick is he's kind of a gypsy. And it just makes me laugh because there's this man at work. He's Hungarian. And I always call him Gypsy. And he always calls me Chav, and it just reminds me of him. First defensive move of this match was from Tyson T-Bone, just a straight headbutt, and I really enjoyed it. This was a very physical match. Wolfgang in the best shape of his whole entire career, dropped loads of pounds. It was a massive slugfest, a brawl fest. Wolfgang hit a moonsault off the second. Wolfgang hits a swanton bomb off the top to get the win. Tyson has some really good strikes, really believable strikes, and you know Wolfgang's entrance was shit. Okay, and I'm only saying that because I adore his ICW theme song. Like, it takes a lot for me to regularly listen to a theme song, and out of everyone here on the list, Wolfgang is the song I listen to. Generally, it's such a slow, methodical song, and when I was there live, the lights are all out, and he comes out as slow, methodical, you know, Wolfgang, blah, blah, blah. Really fucking awesome. So if you haven't already, please check out Wolfgang's ICW Fear and Loathing 2016 entrance, because he comes out with motorbikes, and it's fucking amazing. Then we have James Drake versus Joseph Connors, and one of the highlights was the lockup. Like, I was trying to figure out the last time I saw a really good collar and elbow tie-up, and this was one. It set the pace, it set the intensity up for the match. The match disappointed me. I'm going to be honest. It disappointed me a lot. You know, I'm going to come out and I'm going to tell you the truth. Cole hyped this, you know, as being, you know, his match of the tournament. We should be excited because it's going to be a ball bust. It's going to be amazing. And then they come out and they deliver. Joseph Connors' ear makes me feel sick every time I look at it. Joseph Connors, I've watched him in IPW UK. He doesn't use that ear at all in his gimmick. Whereas here on this show, it's all, look at my ear, look at my ear, look at my ear. So, some guy shoved his penis in there, look at my ear. No, in all seriousness, his ear's cut off. Not like Mick Foley. It looked like someone's legit just got scissors and went, it looks fucking horrible. It really does. It looks disgraceful. The only real highlights here was an elbow into a backbreaker, which is really unique and nice. I've never seen that in my life. And a Uranogi into a flatliner to get the win. It was okay. It was 2 stars. Nothing bad. It's just overhyped. There you go, overhyped. Many people's feelings towards Kenny Omega and Kazuchika Okada. I am not one of them. I think, you know, when I always do my star rating system 6 stars. I don't think it's possible because 5 is perfect, and I think it was 5. And listening to Jim Cornette's rant on it was interesting. Yes, Jim Cornette, and he's doing that to get you to click him to watch the show, to get you to send him hate mail. You send him hate mail, he then gets that publicity, and it's a really smart thing what he does. Yeah, so it was an alright match. And then we had Mark Andrews versus Dan Maloney. Andrews, I'm really praying and hoping he gets a cruiserweight spot on the 205 live roster. That's what I'm really hoping out of this. He has, minus Matt Sydal, he could quite possibly have the greatest standing moonsault in the wrestling industry today. Matt Sydal's is just the best. Like, there is no one who can hit a standing moonsault. Like, it literally warms my heart watching him. And I'm thankfully he's out of prison in Japan now, and he's back in the States. It's sad because I really enjoyed him in New Japan, and we got the Super Juniors coming up, and it sucks that he can't go back over there. But I hope he still stays relevant. Maybe get a TNA or go back to Ring of Honor. I reckon he'll go back to Ring of Honor. I think that's what he'll do. Andrew hits a moonsault off the apron to the floor. Maloney goes for a suplex. Andrew hits a stunner. Andrew hits a shooting star off the top to get the win. My pick to win this tournament is Mark Andrews. I'm just going to put it out there now. And another 2-star match because all it did was establish Mark Andrews' offense and moveset and character. Dude, this Maloney guy, I've seen him in ICW before. He's very green. But, everyone's green at some time. We just got to give these guys a chance. And, this was probably a really great experience and a learning curve. It's probably the biggest audience, unless he was I didn't watch Fear and Loathing, but I was at one of the Fear and Loathing tour shows. So I knew the event card, but I didn't know if Maloney was on it. But this could be the biggest audience ever competed in. And if so, a great learning experience for him. So everyone bashing him on social media, let's hold the fort and realize what a great opportunity this was for him. And he didn't fuck up. He didn't, shit the bed. So we'll at least give him that. And then in our main event, we had Tucker versus Tyler Bate. Match of the night by far. I absolutely fucking enjoyed this. Tucker hit a discus insecurity. Bate stood still. A big time jab. I've got that written down. I have no idea what that means. Tucker hits a slingshot into reverse STO. Tucker goes for a tope suicida, and then Tyler Bate in midair just nails him with an uppercut. Bate hits like 9,000 rotations in an airplane spin. They exchange some strikes till Bate hits a tiger driver to get the win. Good match of the night. Tucker impressed me. He really impressed me. He looked like a star, and another guy who I would not complain about if we saw him in W205 Live. And if you haven't wondered where my 205 Live review has been this week, I did it for my Patreon pledges. My link's in the description box below. But enough of that. I'm here to talk about this YouTube channel. So let me get some live comments up. So we finished breaking this bad boy down. That main event was about a 3.25-star match. It was a thoroughly good main event. And oh wow, what's going on here? Oh wow, oh dear. Aubrey James says, I felt underwhelmed. Kevin Dunn and Vince. Oh, dude, what is up with here? Damn, what is going on here? Unbelievable. 10 dislikes. It says in our title, ladies and gentlemen, if you dislike this video because I'm reviewing it, in the title it says WUK Championship Tournament Review. Okay. And what is up with this? Okay, I'm going to read some live comments that are actually comments. Okay, because this makes me sad. Okay, because I'm either doing the worst job in the world, which I'm not, because I can feel it. I know when I'm doing a bad show, and this isn't a bad show. So I'm going to re-upload this. Okay, I'm going to re-upload this because the likes, and why am I on 10 dislikes? Jesus Christ, I've said nothing insulting, have I? Oh, we'll get some live comments, and I thank you all for leaving live comments, and I apologize that this isn't the full show. Ladies and gentlemen, newsflash for you, if you want to watch this show in full, don't go to YouTube, mate. Don't. Go somewhere else. Go on Dailymotion, go on VodLocker, go on Putlocker. There is millions of options, and don't dislike this video because it hurts us in the viewership, okay? Jesus. Aubrey James says, I felt underwhelmed. Kevin Dunn and Vince. Fuck them. Clifton Smith says, I got my kids here, so I haven't watched yet. Hope you enjoy it. If you don't watch WUK or don't watch UK independent scene, I think it'd be really good for you to get used to these people. Gary Bohan says, I wish Vince would retire. D-Rock says it's a win, and I hate Jordan Devlin. Me too. Gary North says, I give it a win. Better than anything we see on Raw. We will never compare it to Raw, because that's not fair. YouTube today showed me the WWE versus New Japan War is real. I don't know what that is. I got sent a link on my Facebook about this, and it's really strange. And I'm going to look at it because I always have the. Let me get his name up quickly on Facebook. I'll give him a quick shout. He always sends me links to stuff. Shout out to Ricardo Edwards. He always sends me stuff because I'm, again, the most out of touch person in the world, and I'm not subscribed to all these people. And he sends me the articles sometimes or the videos, and I need to watch that. So I will get back to you, that Mr. Clifton Smith, on that one. D-Rock says, I loved Wolfgang. Ricardo Edwards says, I gave it a weak win. Tournament was good so far. Best match was Tyler Bate versus Tucker. Agreed. Seth eats my sparkle crotch. I'm the man, he says. D-Rock says, I love Pete Dunne too. Chris the Man says, code break out of nowhere. I love Roman Reigns. Deacon Do Dirty. Roman is God. Oh, dear me. Chris the Man. Code break out of nowhere. Roman is the true UK champ. Oh, Jesus. IL Steve 95. Roman Reigns is my God. I want him to come in my boy pussy. Randy Savage says, I wish I was lying here. This is the live comments, ladies and gentlemen. Roman killed Elizabeth. Deacon Do Dirty. Roman wants to save your soul. Chris the Man says, done killed Elizabeth, Randy. Roman Reigns then puts, I would beat all these jobbers. Some guys have an actual name of Randy Savage and Roman Reigns. It's really strange. Old Man Davey said, who are you talking about this jobber show and now Roman Reigns? Roman, stay away from Elizabeth. Roman Reigns will beat all of these jobbers with just a spear. Lesnar eats my cock foot soldier. Dude, what are these names tonight? What are these names? We normally have our internet infantry, some hardcore wrestling fans talking and asking some intellectual questions about wrestling industry, and we got this. What do you call? Oh, dude, I refuse. I'm sorry. I delete that. You're getting blocked. Okay, report. I'm sorry, buddy. That's out of order. You do not make comments like that in the live chat. I do not like seeing that in the group chat. You're banned. You can come back, but dude, you cannot. Dude, you need to stop that. But I'm sorry, ladies and gentlemen, if you had to see that. I've got rid of. So you be racist, and then you tell everyone in the group chat to, oh, dude, screw you. Oh, dude, that's not nice. It's a really smart thing that Roman Reigns does when he kicks at it too. Oh, Jesus Christ. Roman Reigns, I'll tear up these silly nannies. D-Rock says, by the way, I saw the World of Sport and love the fact the Viper US signed. I hope they greenlight and gets distribution in the US. Oh, dude, I didn't particularly enjoy the World of Sport. Jacob Purcell, you're a pussy fart. Deacon D Dirty, Roman is God. Old Man Davey said WUK needed more Roman Reigns. What else we got? Raw is amazing because of Roman Reigns. It was pretty good. Old Man Davey, yo homie, why so many dislikes on your stream? I don't have no idea. Jacob Purcell, Roman Reigns is good. God. Old Man Davey, can you say hi to me, bro? It would make my day. Old Man Davey, hi. I do get to live conversation. When I said at the beginning of the show that once I finished breaking down the show, I get to live comments. And you know what? Not a lot of YouTube channels do that. Very few YouTube channels actually go to the live comments. And we, every single show, make sure we do. And that's an underappreciated part of our game here. Dude, I apologize, ladies and gentlemen, for I can't obviously keep an eye on the live comments, make sure the live stream's working, as well as, you know, taking my notes and speaking them out. I really do apologize about some of the comments tonight from certain people, and I do apologize. Dude, I apologize. I sincerely apologize, all of you who have to read the comments. I hope you don't realize that's not me or anyone else putting that, and I do sincerely apologize. Everyone, thank you for leaving comments if you did. This is the first time I've ever experienced this. There were some disgraceful comments in there about ethnic groups, race, and please, everyone who read those comments, know that I have reported and banned every single person who posted things like that. That's not tolerable. That's not accepted on this channel. If we open that group, we open this live comments for our hardcore internet infantry fans to ask us questions and to leave us comments and queries so they get their thoughts given on this platform for the shows. And I hate seeing this, and I sincerely apologize. This has been one of the worst. I want to thank D-Rock, a regular, and Gary North and Ricardo Edwards, but we had some new guys in there tonight. Not all of you. There was just some of you with racist jokes, Jewish jokes, and that's out of order, and you are blocked. That is disgraceful. Shame on you. And that's kind of put me in a bad mood now, which is a strange one. Dislikes were insane, so I'm going to re-upload this video. I want to thank you all for watching, guys. I was just disappointed in the group chat. You let me down. You need to get the sales down, because what happens if that keeps going and we have to delete that live comment box because of the racist comments made in there? So if you use the live comments, thank you. Just use them sensibly. And internet inventory, I'm not talking to you because you guys nail it every time, and I love you with all my heart. Just some silly imbeciles. I apologize about that if you read them. Not from me, not from any of the KocoSports teams. So I do apologize. But the UK tournament's a win. a weak win from me. I hope you all enjoyed this show. I hope you enjoyed the actual UK tournament show itself. So please stay safe. Please stay well. This has been LK, and I'll be catching your asses down the line.